how come the sun shining so bright and pretty on a day like this? A day when the entire village was stripped of its fun and laughter. How come the wind frolicking through the trees when my good sister-in-law was wrapping a white winding sheet and placing a white pine box? How come the seas could dance and laugh so loud and wash up on the rocks when we was so sad walking down the dusty road? Me, Nehemiah, and all of the close relatives was walking right behind the coffin, what was carried by the strong men who was mostly family members. 4 of them was Lolly brothers. They come across from all the way St. Martin on a fishing boat because one sailing boat that does carry passengers and cargo back and forth once a day would not reach Anguilla until all nearly 4 o'clock, and that would have been too late for the funeral. My foot twisted in a pothole, and I looked down to notice that my shoe strap was not buckled. These stupid shoes always embarrassing a person. I moved to one side of the road in order not to interrupt the solemn procession. Nobody was saying a word. Everybody's face was downcast. Clementina, who could not come to the funeral because she was old and feeble, was outside her wattle daub house in a round rock kitchen wall, blue smoke rising from her fireplace behind her. God bless you, Lolly. God bless you, she wailed, as she waved a white handkerchief with her right hand. Then she shook the kerchief in her bodice and slipped her fingers on her head. And she said, "May your sweet soul rest in Jesus' bosom." I know that if she was younger, she would have come to Lolly's funeral because nearly everybody in this village is related, and everybody does go to funerals to pay them last respects. On top of that, if you yourself want a big funeral when you die, you have to make it your business to go to funerals when you're alive. People does notice them sort of things. I had finished fastening the buckle and was hurrying to get back in my position in the procession when I noticed that nobody had Jeffrey. He was the only child that was going to the funeral. Hammy say he had wanted Jeffrey to see his mother buried. My heart skipped a beat, and I scrutinized the long rows from the last man in the back right up to the coffin. To be absolutely sure that I wasn't crazy, I do it again, and I ain't see no Jeffrey nowhere. My heart taken with a fluttering that I thought I would have dropped dead and it would have had 2 funerals the same day. But then I tried to control myself. I rushed to Hammy, gently hold his hand and lead him away. I looked into his eyes. It seems that I could see his very soul. I say to him, "Hammy, where Jeffrey?" He whispered back, "What you mean, where Jeffrey? Jesse, you had him all the time. Where you leave him?" "I ain't had him, Hammy. Remember when I meet you in the kitchen wall smoking the pipe, you tell me that he done dress and everything?" Hammy dashed like a crazy man to the front of the procession and stopped the 6 bearers. They put the coffin on 2 chairs and in vexation, they asked him what happened. No matter where people be, they love melee. In the middle of this sad event, eyes widened and whispers was exchanged as the people want to know the reason for stopping the funeral. Those who love funerals had all the excitement they want. A delayed funeral, a missing child, a late service, and the possibility of no seat in church. Good topics for the Morning Glory Rum Shop Millie Roasters tomorrow. And those who hate funerals were scampering in all directions through the shortcuts and the bush paths to Hammy House. They was running, jumping, and leaping, not caring that their clothes was dirty up by the dust on the roadside bushes. "Jeff," when we reached home, he said, "Jeff," he shouted out, "Jeff," but there was no answer. Soon many others was in the yard. They called him, but there was no one to answer. Some of the children who was busy picking pomfrets say they did not see him nowhere. No, he did not go by the sheep. The dog was still tied under the tree, and the boy was not there. No, he was not in his cot. He was not in the lodgings bed, and to be doubly sure, he was not drowned in the 2 big kerosene tanks that had contained the drinking water. And you'll have to buy a book. You'll have to buy a book to find out where Jeff was.